Welcome to TRYbcast episode 2, the official podcast of RedditTryhard. I am, I guess, your host, Jeff, or Barracuda80, or on Twitter, DM Buddy. I am joined with Jake Bathman at Jake
Hello.
Bathman, and Tom. I actually don't know how to say your last name properly. I always say Sippy, but I don't know.
Sipes, yeah.
Sipe.
I've actually, unironically, people have called me that, like
Sippy?
Sippy, Sippy, Sipes. Yeah, I've gotten it all.
So, anyway, and what is your handle on Twitter? Schnoy, 1978.
At Schnoy1217. Yep.
He's even pronouncing it the wrong way just for us.
Just for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I pander to you guys.
Because it's Gnoy. Anyway,
It's so stupid.
welcome to our second podcast.
We made it.
Yeah, we're famous. Yeah, we're going to try and be a little more structured today than we were last week, if you happen to hear last week's podcast. If you didn't hear last week's podcast, it's probably not worth going back to listen to unless you
just skip it.
like talking about pedophiles and Chipotle. I mean, if that's your thing,
Sounds like a great time.
I mean, if
that's your
that's your
thing.
thing, go right ahead. But do we have any updated news on the RedditTryhard clan that we want to talk about, or no?
I don't think so. We're working on a tournament. Some people have been asking about when we're going to do a tournament. I guess,
Yeah.
Tom, that's a good
I
question.
could
When are
allow-
we going to do a tournament?
So the new maps for Modern Warfare are coming out on the 13th. So that's next Tuesday as of this recording. So I'm thinking probably first couple of weeks of January, try to kick off some sort of S&D tournament for Modern Warfare. I'm not sure the team size, if we're just going to do a 2v2 or 4v4 or what. I guess it'll have to depend on how many people sign up, but that's going to be in the works. And I'm trying to think of some ways to structure it a little better so we're, 6 months down the line, we're not still doing this tournament.
Is this going to be
God.
before or after the Christmas holiday and New Year's, do you think?
This will be after, yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably just take a look at the maps real quick and, write up a post like I usually do sometime before Christmas, and so have sign-ups, there, and then we can get all the teams settled in for probably second week of January. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. Is it going to be random teams, or do you think we'll be able to pick our teams? It should probably be random.
It's gonna be random, yeah.
Okay.
Just because I know people will like to pair up.
Right.
So just to make it fair, we'll randomize it.
If there are any non-Reddit tryhard people listening to this podcast and you would be interested in doing a Modern Warfare Remastered 2v2 Search and Destroy tournament or playing with more people, you can join us at reddittryhard.com /join, or you can check out our subreddit on Reddit. We are r/RedditTryhard.
Mm-hmm. All one word.
You can't put spaces in URL.
Put
Yeah.
spaces, yeah.
Unless you
Yeah.
do.
It's Reddit $20 try $20.
It's funny that we both know that,
That's super dumb.
but
You guys are nerds.
yeah. Anyway,
Super nerds.
so did you guys? Jake, I know you had your holiday party on Friday, right? Mine was
Our office party.
Yeah, mine was on Thursday. Did you have yours yet, Tom?
No, mine is. I think it's the 20th, and we're actually doing. We're doing an exit strategy escape room thing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I'm
awesome.
doing one of those
To start
tomorrow,
off.
actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we're with my family. The theme is something about school and like escaping the principal. I don't exactly know.
That's
Yeah,
dark.
My,
Okay.
my dad set it up. Yeah, I don't exactly know what the full theme is, but I'll report back after tomorrow.
Awesome.
Mhm.
How big is your
Yeah.
office that your office is going to be able to do that, Tom?
It's not that big. I mean, we have maybe 20 people in the office, and then at any one time there's maybe 10. It's a pretty dead office. So, it should be fun. It should be fun. It'll be interesting to see people in that element, because I don't know. Exit strategy, it brings out one of two sides. Either people like play along with it and they're cool, or they get like super competitive about it and it's not fun. So It's one of those two extremes. And then we're gonna go to after that we're gonna have dinner at, I think, like Outback.
Nice.
Something.
Oh my god.
I was expecting you to say
So awesome.
like, medieval times or something.
the Renaissance fair.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, yeah, we keep it classy.
Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
No rules, just right.
Crikey. That's the only
Shrimp on the
these- yeah,
bobby.
those are the only two stereotypical Australian things that I know.
Shrimp on the
Are there
bobby.
any-
Dingo
are there
ate
any
my
more?
baby.
Foster's,
Oh, yeah.
Australian for beer. That's about it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is Foster's actually Australian, or is it
I would
like
hope so.
Outback? Outback's American. It's not
I'm
actually
pretty sure
Australian.
Foster's is Australian.
Real time follow up says it is worldwide, including Australia and India, and distributed Australian brand of lager. So, yep, it is
Okay.
Australian and UK branded, owned by Heineken. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I've never had a
Good to know.
Yeah,
Foster's.
I never trust anything like that. No, I haven't either. It looks terrible. I don't
It's in
know
a
why. Just
can.
said
How could it possibly look
I know,
terrible?
but because you know, if you like how your beer looks, you put it in a bottle, and if you think it'll look appetizing, so it's got to look like crap. That's my theory about canned beer.
What do you... So,
I mean-
so what is a crappy looking beer then?
Someone you don't want to see that's all watered down and frothy and gross. If it looks
Like-
nice and pretty and appetizing, then you're gonna put it in a nice clear bottle for me.
Well, you're not going to put it in
What-
a clear bottle.
Well, what about like Budweiser though? I mean, they come in both.
Yeah, so does Blue Moon, which I like, but
Blue
Blue
Moon
Moon
is
cans
delish.
are weird.
Yeah.
You put it in the cans. It's super weird to see that, but
Well, I mean, I guess on the converse, like something like Heineken is just disgusting, and that's always in a bottle.
but they put it in a green bottle so it reflects the sun and doesn't. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like
And Foster's is distributed by Heineken, so problem solved.
there's only
There we
like
go.
2 beers that are in clear containers or clear
Yeah,
glass
but
bottles.
Corona
And Corona Light. That's all I,
and Corona
that's all I
Light.
know.
That's all I can think of. Well, I'm not a beer connoisseur, so I don't want to hear anyone on Twitter start bitching at me about my beer choices.
Oh. Okay.
Because
We got
that happened
haters?
after I started talking about Chipotle last time.
Yeah.
I got so much feedback, so much bullshit about my Chipotle orders. Especially,
okay.
Especially from Ocean. Ocean was so upset and wanted to like buy me buy me my next Chipotle order so that I would actually try something that was good.
Oh, so
He was not happy with me.
so after that, after us railing on you and all of Twitter and basically the internet railing on you, now,
The entire-
now
The
are you
entire
gonna-
internet.
Yeah. Now are you gonna
Tens of people,
dozens,
dozens even,
literally dozens?
so many. Yeah.
Are you gonna change your
No.
order now? Are you
No,
sticking to
no,
tried
there's
and
no
true?
way. There's absolutely no way I'll change my order.
yeah.
I'll maybe tweak the ingredients a little bit. So here, I used to also get, this is maybe about a year ago and before that, 3 soft tacos with flour, with barbacoa, cheese, sour cream, and hot
See,
sauce.
that-
And that is also really
Even
good.
See, no, I
No, if you-
I find that better than
Really?
not putting rice in the soft tortilla.
But it doesn't have, there's no rice in my soft tacos either.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You don't. That's different for some reason.
For some arbitrary reason,
Yes.
that doesn't need rice. It doesn't require
Because
rice.
Chipotle said so.
You guys are incredible. If they wanted me to have rice, they would just put it in and never ask me when I write. Well, they do kind of assume. They said, which rice and beans? I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no
they don't.
rice,
They don't
please.
give you no. They don't give you the no rice option. It's like,
Right.
which
yeah.
one do you
which,
want?
Which rice do you want? Like,
Yeah.
well, neither.
And then they
Just
look
black
at you and move
beans.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, they do judge me. I get judgy eyes.
Yeah, they're probably just like, ugh, the fuck. And then like the cashier, like as they're wrapping it up, is like, oh, is this? Should I throw this in the trash? Is this garbage? Someone fucked this up. Why is it all the way down here?
It's like when they write on the thing what you get, like B for barbacoa, and then they G for guac, so BG, and then they draw a little trash can icon. Like, this fucking thing doesn't have rice.
Anyway. All right, so I guess we can jump into our first topic if everyone.
Well, actually, hang on.
Christ,
Before
here we
before,
fucking go.
before we get into that. No, because I'd like to start a new segment where I come up with
Oh yes.
a hip slang word and try to get you guys to think about or try to guess what it means. So I was looking on the Urban Dictionaries trying to figure out would be a word that you would be able to pick up. So I got one for you guys. So do you guys know what a thought is? THOT.
A thought? I think it's a misspelled thought.
No.
No, it can't be, right? Like that'd be too easy.
That's it.
It's thought. See, there's no like, what's the Latin root? Well, can you use it in a sentence?
Trotting
Right?
toddler.
Oh, that's
that is close. Yeah.
it's close.
No.
Thought. Is it? Can you use it in a
You have to
sentence?
use it in a sentence.
I mean, if I use it in a sentence, I think all the examples they give me is kind of I'll give it away.
Can you tell what part of speech is it? Is it a noun, verb?
It's a noun. Yeah, it's a noun.
Oh, shit,
It's a
that didn't
noun, so
help.
it's not an adjective.
A thought is a person. It's me when I don't order rice. So it's like an idiot or like someone that you make fun of. That's my
Is
best
it a
guess.
person, place, or thing?
That's good.
It's a person.
Oh, so then
I guess it's a type
Yeah,
of.
still-
I guess
still
it's a type of
follows.
person. Yeah.
yeah.
Still
Yeah,
follows. I'm still
it's
right.
Still,
Yeah,
it's Jake's order without fucking rice in it.
Yeah. You you exhibit some thought-like behavior. No.
All right, what is it?
Barry, any thoughts? Final thoughts, or you have one? I guess.
THOT.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's got to be.
Like a fake hot person, like thought.
That's
They're, like,
not.
they're
That's
really
not
hot.
that. That's not that far off.
So it's
but
someone
no.
that you thought was
Like a
hot.
poser. Oh,
like-
that's a great
yeah,
guess. That's an excellent
like
guess.
a-
That's
It's gotta
actually
be that.
That's probably much better.
Like
no.
the-
It's like, what is it? What's that phrase? Pretty from far,
far from pretty. Or something, yeah.
Far from pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that what it is?
That's not what it is.
Pretty close.
No.
Damn it.
It's
All right, tell us.
Thought is another word for a hoe. So.
Oh, well, come on.
Are you just assuming that all hoes are not pretty, or you thought they were pretty?
I mean, some of them are. I
So
mean,
wait,
it
that's-
can apply sometimes.
That's like the official quote
That's
unquote definition.
Thought is a hoe. Plural thoughties. Yeah. It's a noun. And it means an individual with a number of concurrent sex partners that is well above the established cultural norm.
That's an amazing. you have to send me the link to that so I can put that in the show notes
Oh.
because that's a really great.
So then
Great.
it's used
This
as
is
a
Merriam-Webster.
derogatory term then,
It would be a derogatory term.
Okay.
Yes.
because I think hoe can be used as like a compliment, correct?
No, I don't think that. I don't think that's the
I don't
case.
know, I thought like take away the words power, like that
Oh,
girls calling
oh.
other girls hoe, like oh you're such a hoe.
Oh, well,
Oh, you
yeah,
slut.
that's-
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a little different.
I guess
I think
so.
if you called someone a hoe, it would definitely still be. Try that on Deb when she gets home, and I think you'll find that
She's gonna
that
be
I'm right
like,
there.
she's gonna think the same thing I am. She's gonna be like, oh, is that a person? Is that a toddler that trots around?
No, I'd call her a hoe. Don't call her a thought. She's not gonna know what you're talking about.
Yes, just and record it, please.
I really like this segment.
It'll be
'Cause,
good. Well,
I am super old, and I don't know what the kids are saying these days.
yeah. Well,
Like I said,
that's
there-
that's my job.
There needs to be a subreddit dedicated to this. Like R out of the loop. There needs to be
Mhm.
like R.
Or explain slang like I'm five.
Like I'm 5. Yeah. Yeah, this will be good.
Explain
I
you like a 5. Yeah.
I think by the end of this, you guys are gonna be just
Dumb
picking
lit.
up the slang.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
dumb
just
lit.
Yeah, oh.
super dumb lit.
Fam.
Fam.
Extra dumb lit. There's people in the clan right now that are cringing really
I
hard.
know. It's
Oh.
awesome.
It's great.
So I'm sorry. We're terrible. I know.
All right. So now can we go on to our first fucking topic?
I guess.
That was,
I
that
mean,
was
you're
like topic 1A.
yeah. You're the host, Barry. So.
Why am I the host?
We don't know. No one because we don't want to be.
I think you volunteered.
You did volunteer. That's right.
Anyway, so the first topic we were going to talk about is old games that you either miss or wish would come to new consoles, like backwards compatibility, retro gaming.
So let me start this one out by bitching a little bit about Portal.
Which Portal?
Playing,
Portal 1 or Portal 2?
either one,
Okay.
because neither is available on PlayStation 4, which is a travesty. It is an affront to human civilization. It is some of the worst news that I've ever had discovered about in the past years. I don't know what we were playing a game. Man and I were playing some mobile game, and it reminded me of Portal. I was like, oh man, you need to look at Portal. And I was thinking, I need to go on the PlayStation Store and see. Maybe just Portal 2 is available. Maybe Portal 1's not available anymore or something. No, neither. It's not been that long. Neither has been ported to PS4, which is an absolute atrocity and of the highest order, because I no longer own a PlayStation 3. That's why it's an atrocity, because I can't play it anymore.
Isn't Portal 3 coming out soon? Or
Is it?
Is there one coming out? Like I
have not heard.
Maybe it's
anything
coming
about
out
this,
with
but I'm really-
Half-Life 3 or whatever.
Half-Life 3
Yeah,
confirmed.
yeah.
Portal 3 confirmed. April 19th, 2016. Digital Spy talking about Portal 3. There's a gameplay trailer.
Yeah.
March 10th, 2015. That's not a good sign.
Valve's to release Portal 3 by 2016.
By end of 2016.
I mean,
That's
there
never
you
gonna
go.
fucking
There you go,
happen.
man.
So-
It's only a couple weeks away.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's
It's idiotic.
you can still play it on PC and Linux.
Yeah, never gonna do any of those
And
things.
Android.
That sounds terrible. That all sounds,
And Android?
Yeah.
all
Wow.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, you can,
The
you can do
Wikipedia
that.
article doesn't even mention Portal 3.
That is true. Yeah, they are
That's
slacking.
not a good sign.
No. Mm-mm. Yeah, Portal's a really good game. That would be easy just to port it over. Didn't like Sony have some sort of streaming service where they were supposed to come out with, where
They
they'd
still
play old games?
they did.
They still do that?
PlayStation Now home.
Yeah, so they have PlayStation now, and then I actually have the PlayStation TV, I think it's called, that lets you play Vita games on your television. And I thought it also let you play PlayStation 3 games that were streaming.
Or was it just select titles?
I think it's select titles. I don't think it's the
Oh.
entire-
Boo.
Mm-hmm. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go on another rant, also, but my complaint with games now is, for me, there's really no good racing games, particularly arcadey racing games.
Oh my god! Wait, do you remember? What was it? Crash Breaker. God damn it! What is it called?
Burnout.
Burnout. Oh,
Yes,
Burnout. Yes.
okay. Yes, exactly. That is the series of games I want back on PlayStation 4. I don't want any.
Totally.
I don't want any like open world bullshit, anything like that, like they've tried to do with like the Need for Speed games now. I just want, you pick your car, you pick your track or whatever, and then you go and you just fuck shit up. Like the Burnout games and, some of the PS2 like Need for Speed games, those were like the best arcadey racing games I've ever played, and it kind of gotten away with them, away from them, and go to this more like open world, you're an outlaw type stuff in the desert or whatever.
Or like the ultra realistic Gran Turismo style,
which is just which is a
photo
snooze
rendered.
fest.
Yeah.
It's
No, thank you. Not interested.
no, I want like my favorite Burnout game was, I think it was Burnout Revenge. I think. That
Yeah,
was the
Burnout
one.
Revenge was After Paradise, I think, and both of those I played them on Xbox, but both of those were amazing.
I mean, they were great because you had the crash mode, you had like the traffic check where you could just bump
Yes,
cars
oh my
into
God.
other cars, and that would cause them your opponents get taken down, and that had some of the best like split screen multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Like I had the most fun on those, just like, and it was just two people, racing around a track, I don't know, 3 times, but with traffic checks and all the power-ups and stuff you can get, it was just the best game. And
Jeff, did you never play any of these?
So the most of the racing games that I played were on Xbox. Like Project Gotham Racing, which was an Xbox game. I think it's like one of the top-selling racing games of all time.
I never heard of that.
that was a good game.
Yeah, was on Xbox. I'm just currently looking to see what games are out on PS4 that are racing games, and like you said, Gran Turismo, The Crew,
Yeah, open world.
Yeah, our open world. I don't know. It says road.
All the
rage.
Need for Speed ones.
Yeah, Need for Speed.
I mean, I guess like something like Trackmania kind of fills that arcadey vibe, but you're not on the same track as other people. It's all like
Right.
you're racing against each other's time.
What about
Than
NASCAR?
anything.
There was a NASCAR game.
That's boring.
I mean, my favorite part of NASCAR games is like turning around and then going opposite the people at 180 miles an hour.
That's the best.
And just causing a gigantic wreck in turn 2. But yeah, I don't know. NASCAR games, they're fun sometimes, but I don't know. It's the same stuff. You can't really innovate there.
So yeah, I have not played any racing games. The highest rated one right now, according to Metacritic, is Dirt Rally. It has a Metascore of 85. But I don't know if that's open world or if that's like just racing rally races.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like just reading real quick the summary of it. It doesn't sound like it's some kind of crazy open world racing game. I mean, what was that game that they gave out for free that was awful? Drive Club?
Drive Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one. Yeah. That was all right. And
But again, that was another open world game that was awful.
there was another one, and this was PS3. I think it was like Split Second, where I think that's what it was called. Where it was a racing game, and you could, based on different power-ups, you could change the map. So like one map you were on an airport hangar, and you can cause like an event where like a plane crashes into the map, and it just it changes the whole structure of the race, and opens up
That's
new lanes
awesome.
and stuff like that. And you could, it was like the Uncharted of like racing games, where it was very cinematic.
So then what about like going back further, Mario Kart? Do you consider that?
No.
Do you consider?
Did you just say Mario?
No, I said Mario Kart.
But you
Mario.
said Mario, not Mario. What
Mario.
is wrong with you people? It's Mario.
It's Mario Kart.
That's that's gotta be a South Jersey thing.
It's got to be. I've only heard a couple of the people say Mario.
Mario.
Whatever.
No, yeah.
Mario Kart.
Thank you. So, from the UK, Mario Kart.
I actually do enjoy the Mario Kart games. Those are fun.
Love Mario Kart.
Even the new ones are pretty fun. They add in a lot of stuff to make it more, I guess, new user friendly. But I guess that's always been Mario Kart. So
Yeah,
they're fun.
I actually wish that Nintendo would stop making fucking consoles and just make games for the PlayStation or Xbox.
What, you don't want to get a Nintendo Switch and carry it around with
I
you?
do not. I want to play Mario Kart or New Super Mario Brothers.
Thank you.
on-
So you want an N64 reboot?
No, not necessarily.
love that.
I'd be fine with like
love
the new,
my
because the Wii
N64.
U did awful. Like
Yeah.
You know what I want
they
is I
really-
want an updated Wii, because you know the PS4 and handheld gaming for like mobile and your computer, they don't fill the party game niche. I guess that's a good genre for it. Like I want to do bowling. I want to hold the thing in my hand and sit in front of my TV or stand in front of my TV and do bowling and like golf and tennis and just all those stupid crazy games, and snap that thing into a steering wheel and play Mario Kart, and like I want that, but just do it again, but update your internals and
PlayStation
write new
Move
games.
does that, and so does Xbox. The Xbox, what the fuck is that thing called?
Connect.
Yeah, the
Kinect.
They
That's not the same though. You need the original Wii. It was cute because you had the Wii or the Wii. What were their names? The Mii characters.
The Mii's, yeah.
You need that. It had like this aesthetic to it, right? I don't know. I
It
miss
was
that.
it was good. I think it was just like a gimmick though. I mean, there's not
Oh, I loved it.
there's not much you can do around it, and then like developers have to, they have to develop around your devices now rather than
Oh yeah. I think it's a first party type hardware. Like it's things that Nintendo provides a lot of stuff to, but it's not something you want to sit and play Call of Duty on. But they had the nunchuck attachment that you held up like a gun or something.
Yeah.
When you played on it's dumb. Or it wasn't. I don't even think it was Call of Duty. It was some other Battlefield or something.
I
But,
was
yeah,
disappointed
that's
in
not
that.
good.
I thought that was going to be like the future. Like that was going to be the next thing. Like everyone would have like these models of guns, like kind of like Guitar Hero or something, but for shooters. And then
Oh, I do miss Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Need to buy. I think Guitar Hero is the one that's out for PS4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean they're both out. Rock Band 4
are
came
they?
out. Yeah. I'd
need to
say
get
you
one of
could
those.
get Guitar Hero for like super cheap now because I guess it flopped somehow
Yeah,
because
it flopped again. Yeah.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, the new Guitar Hero, they changed it up so like you have to buy a new guitar. You can't use your old equipment. It's there's like two
That kind of makes sense.
It has
It's a
more
different
buttons and
protocol.
stuff, I think, too.
yeah, it has 2 frets and then 3 buttons on each fret, so you have to constantly move your hand back up and down.
That's not fun. I don't like that.
You know.
Don't do that.
But Rock
Maybe
Band,
Rock Band is better.
Rock Band's nice cuz all your old songs can carry over, so if you have the
Oh, good.
games, you can I think you can carry them over and then all your old
Sweet.
equipment still works. So you don't have to rebuy them. Cuz I've had this Rock Band equipment for like 5 years collecting dust that I've just moved from apartment to apartment,
Yeah.
and now I can finally use it, which is
Good point.
nice.
I
Mhm.
actually just got rid of my Guitar Hero guitar. I just didn't
Oh.
care.
Oh.
And then we even had it for the
very
Wii
sad.
also. Like I had the one for PS3 and the one for the Wii, and we just got rid of them
Mhm.
all.
I mean, they are bulky. I
Yeah.
have the whole thing. I got like the drum set, the guitars, and like it takes up space. It's like it's not easily stored.
And it takes up a lot
Yeah.
of it takes up a lot of space for a game you don't play very often.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, it is a nice like party game, like you were saying, but yeah, it's not played much anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
But
yeah, I think the PlayStation, what is it called? The PlayStation Move was very
Mhm.
similar to the Wii. It just came out later, and you had better graphics, but people still didn't play those games.
I feel like probably after that the gimmick probably wore off. Like, you know, you're paying what, $400 for a console, and now you got to pay 150 more for
Yeah.
yeah.
for, you know, so you can play virtual volleyball with somebody, or Just Dance.
Totally worth it. Oh, Just Dance uses the camera.
Oh,
Not
do
even
they?
the View handheld.
Oh.
Yeah, we have Just Dance, and it's great for the kids. My niece loves to play it. Bree loves to play it. It's a lot of fun. I definitely don't come out here in the living room and play it on my own.
You don't shake your tail feather?
They have the "What Does the Fox Say" song. you
Oh,
can dance
nice.
to.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty hilarious. And there's a Tetris one as well. I gotta dig up. I got a video of it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Well,
That's
I mean,
awesome.
Xbox was all about the Kinect, and it's a very cool piece of equipment, but I think the majority of systems don't come with a Kinect anymore.
Didn't they?
Yeah, the
wasn't
bundles might.
that the whole thing though? Like the whole thing when the Xbox One and the PS4 came out, like you had to buy the Kinect.
Yeah, it made the console. How much did I pay for my Xbox? I think $500.
Yeah, you had to pay it. Like
Right.
you had to buy it.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember that sucks. But it that at least adds more value than like I've got the cameras on my top of my TV right now for the PlayStation 4, and if I'm streaming and you really want to see my face, which I never do, I could turn that on. Or if you're doing Just Dance, otherwise it doesn't do anything. But the Kinect, at least, from a buddy at work, you can if it sees your face and it'll know that it's you, and then you can speak commands to it and do other things. That integrates with TV service. You can do other stuff with that. The Xbox really adds more as kind of a living room entertainment value, and I think the Kinect is a big part of that. So Microsoft has done a really good job.
Unfortunately, it's marketed towards gamers, and at least before, every game played better or at a higher resolution on the PS4.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think
And we
it
had
still
free
does.
multiplayer, online multiplayer. And
Yeah.
now we
Well,
don't.
now we don't, but
Son of a bitch.
which is fine. I mean, as long as the service stays up. I mean,
it's
how long
whatever.
was PS3 or like the PlayStation Network down for? 3 months.
It was a
over a
while.
month and a half. It was totally down,
Yeah.
and it was intermittent after that.
Can you imagine if people were paying for that at that time?
People
that's
would
fine.
It would have been
riot.
insane. I mean, they
Yeah.
gave us free stuff just because it
If-
went down.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
2 free games, 2 whole games,
Yeah.
like from it.
I thought it was closer to like 4, but whatever.
Oh, maybe
Well, you
it
got
was.
you got free online stuff as well. I think you got credit for that,
Yeah,
didn't we?
I don't remember.
I just
Something
remember
like
getting
that was a while
like
ago.
I just remember getting 2 games. I got like Little Big Planet and then
Yeah, I remember.
I got that too. Yeah.
what was that other one? I don't think it was Uncharted, but like a similar game.
Yeah, there was 2 like AAA titles, or
Mhm.
whatever the step below AAA would be, AA, and then there was like 2 indie games that they gave you, maybe even more than that. But
Oh, we need to have a standing topic about to like recommend a game to play, like a little game, usually maybe like a single player or something like that from the PlayStation Store. Because I played this game. It's got to have been a couple of years ago now, called the Swapper, I think it was.
Mhm.
Dude, that game was so much fun. It was really, really cool. It's a little single player indie game where you're like this guy in a spaceship and everyone else is dead or gone or something, and you have this weird ass device that allows you to make clones of yourself. It's a puzzle game kind of thing, but so you can like make clones of yourself in different places, and it was so much fun. Soundtrack was amazing. It's this great little game. I think I got it with the PlayStation Now or PS Plus free game month thing a number of years
Oh.
back.
we should
Okay.
just go
It's
over
fantastic.
them since they're free, and then if you have PlayStation Plus,
That would be a much better
you
idea.
don't have to play.
That would be nice.
But-
There was one game, there was one indie game that for PS4 that I haven't played on PS4, but I played it on Steam. It's Broforce, and
Broforce.
yeah, it's like this super macho like America, like shoot 'em up game, and all the little characters that you can be. It's like a 4-player co-op, couch co-op, so everyone's on one screen, and all the little characters you can be are riffs off famous movie characters. So there's one on Neo, there's one on like Walker Texas Ranger, one on Rambo. There's a bunch of other ones there, and they all have I think it's like they all have riffs on their name. So it's like Robo or something for Rambo or
That's
whatever.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's just total carnage. There's like blood, gore, everything. It's like an old like Contra, like 8-bit style shoot 'em up.
I like that.
I mean,
Like 2D, like side scroller kind of thing.
Yeah, 2D side scroller. And they have boss battles. They have a lot of enemies and stuff like that. And
That is
yeah,
sweet.
it's really fun, really really fun. 4-player co-op too. So
What we should do is we should take games, the free games, and not just talk about them, but we should play them, and like not review them, but recommend, because I'll download them because they're free.
I won't even download
I'll
them.
almost
I'll
never
just
open
add
them.
them to my cart.
Well, right, yeah, like not they'll like purchase them or what, a free purchase, but we should actually pick one or two and sometime during that month play it, and then talk about if it's actually worth it or not.
Sure.
that would be cool. Yeah,
That'd
because
be fun.
normally I just skip over them. I don't even look at them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there's some weird ones.
we
on
all
there
played
now.
Rocket League. That was a great free game.
That was amazing. Yeah.
The best free game ever.
And I think
I-
the smartest thing about that game was that it was so good that it made me purchase DLC. Where like
Oh, yeah.
games like Call of Duty and stuff, not the DLC, microtransactions. Like I don't want
Yeah.
to spend money on crates, but because I got Rocket League for free, I don't mind
And it's
spending.
good.
You're more
money.
incentivized
Right.
to do it. Yeah. Like
Yeah. I mean,
honestly, I'm sorry.
no, I was going to say,
honestly,
I
I think-
think that's the way we're going to go.
Yeah.
I really think we're
Okay.
going to move to mostly
Freemium.
free to play games. I mean,
I agree. Yeah, that's actually the point I was gonna make. I think like a game like Call of Duty, they may just do like a Call of Duty online thing where it's like free to play, but there's tons of microtransactions and stuff. So I mean, you could get the stuff, everything just by unlocking it, but it's easier to just pay $2-3 at a time to buy a gun or something, or a camo or an attachment.
as long as it's not RNG. If
Yeah,
I actually
God.
spend money on. Well, I mean, I guess CS
to maybe get something.
CS:GO does it right with their crates. Like you have to buy the keys.
You can sell stuff and go.
Yeah.
Well, can you still?
More of a market. I don't know.
I thought they were cutting that out because of the
gambling or
lawsuit.
whatever.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe.
I thought they were setting up their own store.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Guys, I found this great gambling site. I just found this. Do you want to check it out?
I don't own it. I don't know.
I don't know. What do you mean? I don't know who owns it. What are you talking about? It's crazy.
It
Just
is
found it just now. Look how much I won.
JakeBathman.com/sell me your CS:GO skins.
I'm gonna make that a redirect to the podcast.
I don't know how I came across it. Someone posted it in our subreddit, and
So
it
weird.
is the best website ever. But
Yeah, that's definitely getting added to my thing right
Perfect.
now. It's going to forward right to the pod.
so
Did you have Jeff? Did you have a classic game that you wanted back?
no.
All right. Perfect.
Well,
No, I mean,
move on.
Next
to the
segment.
topic.
no, so I see the value in something like the NES Classic. I mean, clearly everyone did it. I think they released 2 million units or something, or they're going to release 2 million units over the holiday period, and it's been sold out nonstop.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, a lot of the games in the NES Classic, I didn't really like, but I mean, you know, Super Mario Brothers is a classic game. Tetris is a classic game.
Legend of Zelda, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have that one there.
Yes, they do. So I don't mind those games. I think they're fun games. I'm pretty interested in what is the Super Mario Run that's going to come out on iOS in the next couple of days.
15th, I think. 15th, 19th.
Yeah, something around there. 13th. I don't know. I don't know what day it's going to come out, but I've seen videos of it because now they have demos at the iOS or the Apple stores, and it looks fun. And I enjoy those games, but I'd rather play something else. Like Super Mario Brothers is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Maybe Super Mario Brothers 3, but I don't know if I would ever go back and play it. Like,
Well, what about if it was like, even if it was like remastered and redone, or like I think some remasters they'll take like game mechanics from older games in the series and then like remaster the first one with that. I don't know if it was Ratchet and Clank, but some game did that where they updated the original game with mechanics from later games. So kind of a slightly different spin.
I mean, I don't even have a desire really to play Modern Warfare Remastered.
No?
Oh, it's fun.
I mean, yeah, but I'd rather, even though I don't like the new one, like Infinite Warfare that much, I'd still rather play the new game because it's new. And if you remember, the PlayStation 3, the original one, could play PlayStation 2 games, and they eventually removed that ability from the system because no one took advantage of it. And I know on Xbox they've been releasing backwards compatible games. I mean, because the Xbox 360 just runs in an emulator on the Xbox One, but I haven't really looked at any of the numbers for that, but I can't imagine it being super popular. So I just don't think it's worth it for the developers to spend their time. I'd rather them like make a new game.
I guess I could see that. I mean, I think developers I think we're seeing an uptick in remasters and those type of games because I think nostalgia kind of plays a big part in consumers buying it. So
Totally.
Or they're running out of ideas.
maybe
Pokemon.
yeah, Pokemon or Ratchet and
Portal.
Clank or
Come on.
Portal.
Let's go, Valve.
Right.
Do
So
it.
Tweet at Valve after
I
this.
never really played any of the Pokemon games. I mean, clearly I played Pokemon Go.
Oh, no, I never
when
did
that was
either.
a thing.
I never played
I love them.
in
Love
person
all
or
of them.
anything.
So
Yeah.
is there a Pokemon game that is better than the other ones? So like one of them just came out, right? Sun and Fire, or
Yeah, Sun and Moon.
I
Yeah,
have literally no idea. So, and then there was like Sapphire and Blue or
Ruby.
Black or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sapphire and Blue.
are those, is like one of those sets better than the most recent set? So like if you were a really big Pokemon fan, or maybe you can't answer this because you're not a Pokemon fan or not that big of a Pokemon fan, but would you
Right.
go back and play those games instead of playing the new one?
Yes, and I did. Like, I bought a 3DS like a year ago, and it's pretty much just a Pokemon machine for me. So I went back, and I hadn't played the games in like 10 years, and I went back to all the different generations and then played them back. And they do a thing where they'll do a new game, and then they'll do like a remastered game, like from the old days. And they'll bring it up to speed, 3D graphics, the works and everything, make it modern. And yeah, I mean I played all of the generations in between that I missed. So I think definitely people play them, for nostalgia, and then so like something like Pokemon Go, I'm sure people that played that over the summer now there's probably plenty of people that bought a 3DS and now have the new one.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it's worth it. I mean, right now you can build your own. It's called a RedditTryhard. Basically, it's an emulator for, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, I believe, and possibly GameCube, PlayStation 1, Xbox One, and then like Atari and whatever the other one is, ColecoVision or something.
Never heard of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can play all of those games on a Raspberry Pi because the Raspberry Pi is like more powerful than all of those systems were. I forget what the licensing is. I think like some of the games eventually like become what's it called? Become like open licenses, like the same
public.
Yeah,
What the hell's the term?
it's like the same thing when prescription
domain.
drug is like private for 5 years, and then after 5 years they're allowed to like use the formula to make generics. I think some video games are like that. So like it's sort of a gray area on whether or not you're allowed to make those RedditTryhard Raspberry Pi like emulators. But yeah, I mean, I've never even really had a desire to do that. I mean, we even have at the place that I work, we have, retro game nights where people will bring in Raspberry Pis or Nintendos and stuff. And I would, rather just sit there and play ping pong and drink beer instead of playing a video game that's, 25 years old, 30 years old.
Good point.
Yeah, I guess to each his own. I mean, there's a thing here in Charlotte where they'll rent out like a bar like once a month, and then they'll just convert it all into classic games. So all the
That's pretty cool.
your Super Mario Brothers or Smash or what have you, on these like giant like TVs and projectors. And I mean, it gets good turnouts, especially I guess people my age like to reminisce about their childhood. Me too, I guess.
In your late teens.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Like,
Yeah,
reminisce 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'd rather. Yeah, so there are certain games like you just mentioned, Smash Brothers, that I think I would want to like that I still do play. Like I still have a Wii to play Smash Brothers. I don't play it often, but if they like remastered games like that, I think I'd be more inclined to play. But I'm not going to play. I mean, I'm certainly not going to play a remastered version of any sports game.
No, yeah, I mean, why would you?
Yeah. I mean, I would play a remastered version of Mario Brothers. I mean, like if the original one, if they just like updated the graphics, I think that would be cool. I don't think I would play like Grand Theft Auto 4 or 3. I don't think I'd ever go back and play.
Oh, I would, because that's nostalgia to me. That's
I would play those.
We grew up playing those, my brother, and those are crazy fun.
So you would play that over playing Grand Theft Auto 5?
Yo, yeah, totally.
Weird.
if they remastered it, like being able to go back and see old missions and like place. I mean, I spent so many hours on those.
Mm-hmm.
I totally would.
Yeah, if they
I wouldn't
remaster
do
that,
it for like a long, long time, but I'd want to play it for a little bit. It'd be fun.
yeah, if they remastered like Vice City or Grand Theft Auto 3 or something,
that'd
I'd
be
do
amazing.
a playthrough through that.
Totally.
I think that would be amazing.
Right. I think it's just in direct proportion to how often we played it growing up.
Yeah, I feel like the more attached you get to it, the more you're willing to.
See, I think the exact opposite. It's like I took this game and played it my entire childhood. I don't need to play it anymore. I'd rather play something else.
That's legit. I get that.
But anyway, so speaking of retro games, what do you think the most popular retro game or the most popular game ever was? Going by like paid downloads.
Do you have an answer to this?
And copies sold. Yeah, I'm asking.
Oh, paid?
Well, I mean, I would assume.
I mean,
like copies in circulation. Like you could have, Centipede on the stand-up consoles back in the day.
Or like Super Mario Brothers, like the original one.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
It's got to be like the Mario franchise, like Mario 64, or
I would say probably the first one, the NES one, just because that's
Super Mario.
everywhere. Yeah.
The NES is the fifth most, or the game with the fifth most copies or paid downloads, with 40 million downloads.
Although,
oh, it's just on bulk downloads. Oh, that's going to be a more recent game.
No.
then.
I
then
mean, like copies sold or
Right.
downloads.
It's got to be a more recent game then. Call of Duty, I know, is way up there if we're counting those.
I'm gonna go.
individually.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the same vein. I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto 5.
So
would be up there.
So Modern Warfare 3 is, I'm not going to count, but it's like 10 or 11th with 26.5 million copies.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops is just below that with 26.2 million. And then Grand Theft Auto 4 with 25 million. And then Black Ops 2 is 24.2 million. And Grand Theft Auto 5, which came out in 2013 for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and then it came out for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and it's been out for Windows for a while, is 70 million copies. And that is only the fourth most
Really?
popular game, yeah.
What about
we
like
thinking-
Halo? Then
No.
Halo. Original Halo was amazing.
No. So the game with the most copies sold or paid downloads is Tetris.
Oh,
No
yeah,
shit.
okay, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, with
Love Tetris.
495 million copies.
Oh, it is orders of magnitude
Yep.
more. Holy shit.
And then
Wow.
Minecraft is number 2 with,
No.
with
Really?
108 million.
That is a huge gap.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
I
god.
mean, yeah. I mean, Tetris, first of all, has been out for 30
But
30 years,
still,
yeah.
oh
and
my
then
God.
Minecraft is
That's
out on
crazy.
everything: Windows, OS X, Linux, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, mobile, Android, iOS, Windows Phone, Fire TV, Raspberry Pi, PlayStation,
point.
Vita, and the Wii U.
TV. Mm-hmm.
Who plays on their Fire TV? What's number 3? Did you say number 3?
I did not, but it is Wii Sports with 80,
Ah,
82
okay,
million
yeah.
copies.
Validated.
Now, the
I am
reason
totally
for
validated.
that is because Wii Sports came with every single
Came
Wii
with the console, yeah.
except in
Totally worth it.
Japan, I think.
That's
So
weird.
essentially every console that was sold, every Wii console that was sold came with Wii Sports. So that's why that number is so large. But if you go,
I can believe that,
But then
yeah.
if you go, so the next, we'll just round out like the top 10. You have Super Mario Brothers in 1985 with 40 million copies. Oh, I said that. And then you have Mario Kart Wii, which came out in 2008 with 36 million.
That's
Mm-hmm.
impressive.
And then Wii Sports Resort came out in 2009 with 32.8 million.
Oh wow, they sold well. Okay.
Yeah, but again, the Wii U didn't have super AAA titles. I mean, it had
No.
it had Super Mario Brothers, it had Zelda, which I think is the highest rated Zelda game, was the one that came out on the Wii. Ocarina of Time, I want to say.
That's 64.
Is that 64? Oh, okay.
But I guess the remastered came out on the Wii U not too long ago.
Okay. Well, I vaguely remember reading that the most popular or the highest rated Zelda game was the one that was out on the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's the reason that one, the Wii Sports is so high because it came with the Wii. And the other games,
That makes sense.
like I got my Wii to play, with the nunchucks or whatever, the motion controllers, but then Mario Kart, because Mario Kart is only out on the Wii. Super Mario Brothers is only out on the Wii. And then I just bought like Wii Fit and Wii Resort because they were other games you could play with the motion controller. And that was it.
That's kind of that's exactly what I did in terms of Wii games. And then I would go back to the nostalgia thing. Then I would get all the classic games from the store.
Right.
And then it would come full circle again.
Yeah, that's true. I did pay for ice hockey. That was a game I used to play.
Ice hockey
a lot.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, but
they had Mario Kart 64 on the
in the store.
On the store, yeah, which is my favorite Mario Kart game. I think that's the best one. Better than the new ones.
Yeah, I mean, I know in America, the Wii sells like shit. I don't know what it does like overseas, but I really wish that Nintendo would just start putting games out either for iOS or for the PlayStation or Xbox. Because I would pay $60 to play a new Mario game, or I would pay $60 to play the new Mario Kart. But I don't want to buy a system, like another system that's going to be hundreds of dollars just to
wait. But Mario Kart, if they came out with another one, that's the same game. Or you mean like new maps, new whatever else? Because you just said like
like Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart 7, 8 I think was out on the Wii U.
So you don't want to play like Rainbow Road again?
Well, there's always a version of Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying you got to go back to the good old days sometimes.
But see, then that's like with Call of Duty maps, bringing back old maps. I'm fine with that, but I don't want to like play the old version of the game. But I'm fine with playing old maps. But
you just got to play multiplayer with us on Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah, I've played multiplayer on Modern Warfare.
Boo!
You got to play with us though. That's the difference.
Play a 45-minute game of Headquarters on Shipment. Try and go for 200
why not?
kills.
Yeah, everyone gets 200 kills and 200 deaths. You know,
everyone gets 200 kills. You get 200 kills. You get 200 kills.
So Jeff, would you want to play like a Call of Duty game where they took all the maps or most of the good maps from like Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and then added in all the perks, kind of like a collector's edition, and then just made it one game? Would you play that?
I would 1,000% play a game that was based on Black Ops 2, that had the Black Ops 2 mechanics, and had all of the maps from other games.
Okay. So like a reformulating,
like a Masters collection or something. I mean,
like the Master Chief collection, but for COD. Yeah.
Like I'm sick and tired of them trying to add new shit to Call of Duty. I'd rather just pay a subscription service with mechanics that work and like lag comp that works and hit detection that works. And I'll just pay to get new maps every 3 or 4 months. Like rotate them out. Remember Black Ops 2 had like the community playlist where there was like 4 maps that were always rotated through.
I forgot about that.
I would be perfectly fine with even paying $100 a year, because that's how much we pay for,
That's true.
With the map packs and stuff now. I would pay $100 a year to just play on the same mechanics, but get new maps. They don't even have to like keep the same maps in, just like constantly rotate them out so it stays fresh. Because I don't want everyone to vote for, Nuketown every time. Like, have Nuketown during Christmas and have like Terminal, over the summer. Like 4th of July weekend, you have like the Nuketown, Terminal, and there's like another map that everyone loves in one of the versions of Call of Duty that I can't think of. Like Rust.
Well, it's always
say Rust.
Like Rust, yeah.
Yeah, so and then shipment.
Rust.
So you have like those 4 maps over like 4th of July weekend. And like that is a playlist that they make.
That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, I would totally play the shit out of that game if they made it, or if they ever brought it over. Call of Duty Online is kind of like that, but that's only in
China, I think, right?
China.
Yeah.
But it looks amazing because you have like the MW2 Spaz on Nuketown, and then you're calling in a like a Harrier strike,
right.
and it's just it looks awesome, but I wish
totally
they would
play
do.
that.
I mean, I'm even fine with them swapping out guns and swapping out like score streaks and stuff. I just don't want the mechanics of the game to change every year. Like, I don't need like all of the bullshit that they've added over the past 3 years with the jetpacks and turning invisible and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need that to make the game feel fresh. It like makes me angry that those are things that keep getting added to the game. It's like
Yeah.
you
It
had
gets more and more ridiculous.
yeah, like you had a formula that worked, and for some reason you're like, we got to do bigger and better, and now we're essentially playing Halo.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean-
Or like one of those like Quake or Unreal tournaments back in the day too.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I mean,
No, I'm with you there. I mean, I said this in the last podcast. Like, this game, Infinite Warfare, is just so random with all the crazy shit that they added that it's hard to have consistency. It's hard to do well consistently game to game, and I think that turns off some people. Because they're used to just doing well always, and now some guy's invisible or some guy can eat 45 bullets and not die.
yeah.
Because he has a vest on.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that Call of Duty is not as popular as it was years ago. I mean, they made a terrible choice in thinking this is what they wanted. It's like they don't talk to the hardcore group of people that play their game. They just try and it's like they're trying to add a new player base every year with what people think or like what they think people want, and they're like losing their main base. I mean, this is the first year that I've played Battlefield as much as I have.
Yeah, same here.
That's true. You've been playing that a lot lately.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me a little bit of COD 4. Not really, but there's like some similarities that I see, especially because the game's slower itself, and COD 4 was slower. I mean,
Right.
I guess it would be cool if there were score streaks or whatever in Battlefield, but I mean, whatever. I don't care that they're not there. But yeah, I don't know. If I wanted to play a space game, I would have played Halo, but I didn't because it wasn't my thing.
No, because we don't have Xbox.
Oh, I have an Xbox.
I agree with you, dude. Yeah, I agree with you, dude. I get more. I look forward to playing Battlefield more than I do COD, which is kind of crazy. But I think it's just a better game overall. There's just more there, and I don't know. It's just Infinite Warfare doesn't hold my attention as much as it, as the other ones have.
Right. I also find that Battlefield is like it's super frustrating to play because like if someone sees you, you get shot and you die. Like there's no turning on anyone. There's no like crazy plays that you're gonna make like you would in COD. So it's not as arcadey,
Right.
and that like frustrates me. But it's better than the bullshit that Infinite Warfare has.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I feel it's more tactical. You have to play smarter, and
right.
like you can't just run out in the open. You have to play tactically and push as a group. And
Yeah.
I'd be super dead if that was the case. I'm terrible at that. I just run around like a madman and just start shooting people.
Well, then you would die constantly, and then you'd eventually learn, like, oh shit, I can't do this. But I think,
or I would just be like, fuck it, just flip a table and just go back to COD.
But then you can also be like, you can help out in other ways too, because they got the medic, they got the support class as well. So
Oh man, that reminds me of Team Fortress 2. I was always the mechanic.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
have all that in Battlefield, and it's cool because one guy's the medic, one guy's the resupplier, and we help each other out that way. And I
It's
know
kind of fun. You're maybe convincing me to look at Battlefield.
you should look into Battlefield. I would recommend it.
Especially if
I would
you can
highly-
find it for $30 again. It was totally worth the $30 I paid for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll totally look for that.
And I think more people in the group like Battlefield, like they play it more. I was playing Infinite Warfare for like 3 hours yesterday, and I was only playing with like Reddit Black folks. No one from the group is really playing it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it'll
Sucks.
change when the whole Christmas noobs thing happens.
And I hope so.
But-
And you know what they need to do is open up gun game some more. Because
It's called
Jeff,
private matches.
Jeff, I think you were playing. No. Like you got to play. You got to get 5 people in a party into gun game, and then the other 3 people join on as soon as you get to a lobby, and then there's 1 or 2 more Randys that just get so pissed off because you go knife only, and you just run around and destroy them the entire game. I think
Yeah.
Tom got 42 knives.
Yeah.
Knife kills in a public gun game match.
I mean,
Like
The rest of us were in the 20s and 30s. It was a lot.
the guy
a lot.
that won, he was on like weapon
He was
6 or
so
something,
pissed,
and
man.
he
Yeah.
had like 28 setbacks. Like,
It went to time.
Yeah.
It went to time, yeah.
We forced gun game to go to time because we were setting everyone back. So it was, a 10-minute gun game match?
Yeah.
It was awful.
It was
It
great.
was awful for him. It was way fun. But, if you have to do stuff like that to make it fun and get people involved, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, that's actually some of the most fun I've had is just being in gun game with you guys and hearing everyone rage.
That's all you do is knife and
Because I get pissed off when I don't win because
yeah.
I don't know, I'm a sore loser.
well,
Ocean just keeps
you're
winning.
shooting your gun, and people are not dying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's annoying.
That's a good point.
But knifing someone, hearing them be like pissed off about that, it's the best.
It is fun.
I love.
We should get on and play after this. Now I want to play some gun game.
I'd be down.
Well, we still have one more topic if you want to
Let's
go
do
through
it.
that.
All right.
Our next topic was going to be how expensive TV is, or how expensive HBO is and other premium streaming services. Jake currently does not have HBO and was looking into either adding HBO to his DirecTV plan or adding HBO Now or HBO Go, or signing up for one of those plans. And he was complaining about the price. So we will continue with that.
Absolutely idiotic. And so I have a game that I want you guys to play, and it's called How Much Is This Premium TV Channel to Add to DirecTV? So Tom, I don't know if you heard the HBO one, but we'll start with HBO. How much per month do you think the HBO one is for me to add to DirecTV?
I think I did hear this. What was it, like $3 something? Or like $14.99?
$3. It's $3 additional dollars. It's $17.99.
$3 additional dollar.
Yeah, $17.99.
Ooh.
Three more dollars than the HBO Go subscription.
Okay.
So I've got 4 adult themed channels here that were also on the list, and I took a screenshot of it because I thought it was funny that we should talk about it. So both of you can.
Why do you need 4 porn channels?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could. I guess I'll start adding up the total cost of all these as we talk about them.
Let me guess what they are first.
Okay, go ahead. What do you think they are?
One is definitely Playboy.
Of course, Playboy TV.
I want to say that there is a Spice TV, possibly.
If there is, it's not on this list.
Okay. Does DirecTV offer the Brazzers network?
They do offer browsers. Yeah.
And is the other one Hustler?
It is Hustler TV.
Yeah.
You're right.
Wow, look at you.
So what's the fourth one? The one that I missed?
Penthouse TV.
Oh, Penthouse. I should have known that.
Do you want to try and rank those in order of least to most expensive per month?
Least
So
to
it's
most
Playboy, Hustler,
Playboy's gotta be
Penthouse,
number
and
one.
Brazzers.
Playboy's gotta be number
For
one.
most expensive or least expensive?
Most expensive?
I don't think it is. I think. Oh,
Jeff, you know a lot about this.
I think Hustler is the most expensive.
Really?
Yeah, or it's one of the more raunchier ones.
And I would think Brazzers.
No. I think Brazzers is probably right above Playboy in cost. Playboy, I think, is the cheapest.
All right, so here's the. Let me ask one more thing, and then I'll tell you all the things. What is, regardless of which one it is, which of those four? What's the most expensive price for any of these per month?
I'm gonna say between 25 and 30, but I'm thinking more like 27 or 30.
All right, so here's the full list, starting from least expensive to most expensive. The first one is Playboy TV, which is $12.99 per month, and I can activate that now if I tap.
It's a steal.
Button. It's totally a steal. Oh wait, no, sorry. On demand include all for the sexy price of $12.99 per month for the first 3 months, and just $15.99 per month after that. So $15.99 per month. So we're gonna add $3 to this total. Okay, because I'm adding all these up as well. Then we have Brazzers, which is a weird channel. The description's bizarre. It's $29.99 per month.
Wow.
We're at $30, and we're only at number 2 of 4 in the list.
Oh,
the
wow.
third is Hustler TV. For those that want to turn up the heat, it says it's the high caliber erotica you crave for $39.99 per month.
Wow.
And the fourth in the list, Penthouse TV, is the only place to see hot models, eager amateurs, and the world-famous Penthouse pets get dirty in unedited adult action for $49.99 per month.
Holy shit.
Which is
What?
incredible. So all 4 of those, if you'd like to add those, there's no bundle as far as this page shows. That's an additional $135.96 on top of your existing TV stuff. And that doesn't even include HBO. They need to throw HBO in there for free if you're getting...
That's the raw dick package where they send you a bottle of Vaseline every week. That's crazy. I didn't think
Vaseline, some tissues.
Isn't that incredible? I was just
Like
astounded to see the prices.
I can't
They,
believe it's
they
that
better
much.
they better include like a fleshlight or something.
They
Like,
better
that's
include
insane.
a lot more than just 4 channels of television.
Well, it's on
it's
on
astounding.
demand too, right?
Some of them include on demand from their descriptions, but come on,
It's still,
Come on.
yeah.
because the internet exists. Like, how
Yeah.
are you? Who's paying
Exactly.
for these packages? My goodness. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting, and
Old horny people.
Really, I guess so. They don't know how to get on the internet. So expensive TV was put into perspective, but. All to say that I started watching Westworld this week, and I'm on episode 2, and it is
Ooh.
fantastic. And Jeff, if you
Thank
have
you.
not watched it, you need to start
I have
watching
not
it.
watched.
Oh my God,
Westworld.
you need to watch it
You
because
you
then
have to watch it, yeah.
we could
Alright,
have a time we talk in the future about the whole thing once I finish all 10 episodes. Have a spoiler alerted discussion of it, which we won't do now. So if you don't want spoilers, don't worry, we won't talk about it.
I cannot wait for that. Yeah, Jeff, you can actually watch the first episode for free on HBO.com or whatever.
I have
Kinda.
HBO and Showtime.
Of course you do.
Oh, okay.
What do you
And
mean,
Brazzers.
What do you mean? Of course you do. I do not have a
You-
Brazzers account.
I mean, you knew the cost of some of these televisions, so I'm not surprised you have
So
HBO.
what?
Yeah.
You've definitely put some thought into if you're going to get it or not.
Yeah, he's trying to weigh that in his monthly budget.
Well, so that's what
Can
I
I
can't
afford Penthouse?
I can't figure out why you'd want to pay extra money to have it on your TV when the subscription online I don't think is that much.
I don't
Right.
care to try and go figure that out, but that would be interesting
yeah.
to see if you
Unless
try to get a
there's-
subscription to all 4 of those services online, or if they still make print magazines for some of those. How much would that be per month? $136 per month. What is that per
Just
year?
for 4 channels, yeah.
Jesus. What is that per year?
There must be some high quality programming besides just straight hardcore porn.
I
Oh my
actually-
God, that's
to be-
$1,632 per year for those 4 channels. Oh my God.
I bet you PlayStation TV, Christ.
PlayStation TV. has-
Playboy TV, I don't even think has porn. Like, I mean, I'm sure it has like naked women, but I don't think that it has.
The description
Actual
is
penetration.
Playboy
what does it
TV
have?
I
is
think
your
it-
home
what is it?
for the best in steamy adult entertainment. Order today and get Playboy TV HD, Playboy TV 2, Playboy TV en Espanol, and Playboy TV on demand included. It's all for the sexy price. So they don't say, the other ones do explicitly say uncensored. Blah, blah,
Right.
blah.
So I think PlayStation TV is like or PlayStation,
Playboy.
Playboy
Jesus.
TV. God. Playboy TV is probably like sexy story time. It is probably topless girls on beaches with music being played. If there is any sex, which I doubt that there is, it is probably softcore pornography.
It looks like you're right. I mean, I'm on the PlayboyTV.com website and then reading their little overview. Yeah, it seems like it's just really soft.
Is that it? Like,
yeah, I mean, PlayStation was never in the business of hardcore
Playboy.
porn.
God damn it.
they weren't. They were not.
Playboy, sorry. Yeah, so that was when Hustler or Penthouse, I think Hustler, Penthouse, and Playboy were all, trying to get their magazine subscriptions up. Playboy, I think, marketed themselves as like the gentleman's magazine, where
yeah, I can
and
see
then like
that. Except
also
they have
having
I read it
women-
for the articles.
yeah, and
Yeah, I do.
having women subscribe also, because so my dad did have a subscription to Playboy when I was a child.
the magazine.
Yeah. And the articles, like, as a child, yes, I'd never read the articles, to be clear. But, like, if you go back, it's like Rolling Stone, too. Like, Rolling Stone used to have, like, good journalism, and I think Playboy TV also, or not Playboy TV, Playboy Magazine also used to have good journalism. Like, I think they were known as, it was a joke, like, oh, I do it for the articles, but I think the articles were actually good. Like, presidents used to be interviewed in Playboy.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. It's weird how it just changed like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess they got more specialized. They needed to find their niche.
It
Again.
was not journalism.
No. Like we know what we do well, and it's a lot of tits. So.
For $12.99 for the first.
For $12.99 a month. Yeah.
So speaking of so the reason I keep mentioning PlayStation TV is because of the what I consider PlayStation TV, which is not actually PlayStation TV. PlayStation View is PlayStation TV, which is a streaming service through your PlayStation, which I believe you can watch on TV. Also, like, you can watch it on your TV. But I don't know, so I can't figure out the point of these streaming services. I think when people did the whole wire cutting thing, when they wanted to sign up for Hulu or wanted to sign up for Netflix, and like use their over-the-air antenna, the point of it was because cable was getting so expensive. But now, so like Sling TV, I think, is probably one of the cheaper options out there, and that has, like, I want to say 30 channels for $20 a month, which isn't bad.
Yeah, I looked this up. They have a couple different packages. One's I think 30, and that has your ESPNs and some of your news stuff, and then there's one for 40 which doesn't have ESPN, but it has a bunch of other stuff like USA and.
So I have it up in front of me, actually. So the 30 plus channel one includes ESPN and CNN, and that's $20 a month. That's called Sling Orange. There's Sling Blue for $25 a month, and that's 40 channels, and that includes that doesn't include ESPN, but it does include CNN, but it adds Fox, NBC, and some other channels like USA and like Sci-Fi, Bravo, some other channels.
Those are all NBC channels.
And then they have, so then you can pay $40 a month, which gives you all of the other channels, and it gives you ESPN and Disney, which are owned by the same company. But then, so you're paying $40 a month for those channels, which is, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 50-ish channels.
Carry the two.
But I mean, so you're paying $40 a month plus your internet service. I mean, I guess I pay for Hyder.
Probably comes out.
Like, yeah. Like, I don't know what people pay for their internet. Like, I pay for the highest, like the second highest tier that you can get from Comcast. So I like overpay for internet. I probably don't need 200 by 15, but that's what I pay for.
But it's awesome.
Right. So I guess if I just wanted to get, I'm sure there's an internet service that's $50 is probably the cheapest you can get for, say, 50 by 10 or 50 by 5 or something. So then if you add one of these TV packages, you're $40, so you're back to paying $100 a month anyway. You could probably bundle for cheaper.
Right. Yeah, as opposed to just doing it separately.
Right.
Right.
So then if you...
No, I
Go ahead, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah, no, I'd agree just because, yeah, it seems like it comes out as a wash anyway. 'Cause I paid like $70 just for, like, I guess the higher end internet. And then if I wanted to get TV and they lump in phone too, I'd be paying like $110 a month for everything. So, and that would, that has everything that Sling has, plus I guess some more stuff, some more on-demand stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Other channels like that.
Right. So,
I see what you're saying.
So you have PlayStation View, which they have a plan. Well, actually, hold on. I'll go back to Sling. So Sling, you can actually add HBO and Showtime, but I forget how much that actually costs to do. But so PlayStation View has a package that has HBO and Showtime in it. And it has like ESPN and, essentially your basic cable package that you would sign up for. But that's $65 a month. So $65 plus your, internet of say 50. So now you're looking at $110 a month. Like, why wouldn't you just do it through your cable company?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you... So I guess with your cable company, you pay per TV. So if you had a lot of TVs, or if you had a TV in your house that didn't have like the coax cable running to it, you could then use like an Apple TV or a like a Amazon Fire TV or Google Chrome or something to do it. But I don't see the benefit.
We get, so for DirecTV though, we get access to, especially if we're in the house, on our mobile phones, and I don't know what other devices it supports, but we get to watch live TV from any channel that we have access to on our phones. Same thing with all recordings and stuff like that. We can broadcast that to Apple TV or Chromecast, or I think Chromecast is probably supported. But I mean, that to me is a huge virtue of having a paid TV package, is I get access, even if I'm on the go, like ESPN, I can do the watch ESPN stuff totally free because I can sign in with my provider. All the kids' networks and stuff like that, Disney and Nick Jr. get to sign in with TV provider and get all that access. That you don't get access to those things if you don't have one of those providers.
Right, and that's a huge hassle. I don't know. It's just so much easier and more convenient. You just go to their site and watch the newest episode, like on your phone,
right,
of something. Yeah, I think the other thing with like the View or like Sling TV is that you're paying monthly, so you don't have any annual contract. So maybe it gives people flexibility to change when they want to.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never signed a contract with Comcast.
I think I've signed a contract by clicking something. I'm pretty sure there's not been a physical contract.
No, I mean, I can change. Like, I'm able to change at any time or cancel at any time. Like, I make sure when I sign up that I don't, like, so I rent the house that I live in. I rent. I don't own it. So there's always the possibility I could leave at the end of my lease. So signing up for a contract is not worth it. Like, even if they give you like an iPad or like whatever they were giving you before, it's just not worth it. So like, even if Fios is coming to Boston where I live, if I have to sign a contract, I'm not gonna pay for it, because I'm not gonna pay some like $400 cancellation fee if I decide to leave where I'm living in a year. It's not worth it. Like, I would love to have Fios, but I'm not gonna pay for some kind of contract. But yeah, so I think like the wire cutting and stuff at the time was to save money, but everything is just kind of like balanced out, so.
Yeah.
And then
I think, and one more thing, I think it's just maybe just flexibility. You guys are saying, you can watch anything, anywhere, streaming wise. So maybe that's also the other thing. I don't know. I watch like most stuff now through my phone, even though I
Yeah.
have like a computer and a large screen TV. Like I can just like anything YouTube wise and stuff. It's like I'll just watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way easier.
Well, yeah, and then if you have your phone like a foot from your face, it seems like you're watching it on a big screen TV.
That's where VR came from. We just said, "Hey, I like this. Let me just bolt it to my face."
Yeah,
and
'cause I
then
don't
problem
wanna
solved.
hold it.
Yeah, I don't want to be a peasant and hold it with my hands. It's
Yeah.
awful.
I think the only like what I'd like to see happen with this whole wire cutting thing, and this is like where the topic actually started, is I would be okay with paying a more basic cable plan, but then adding like paying extra for HBO, Showtime, Netflix, because the original content on those channels has been, for the most part, pretty amazing. Like some of my favorite shows are on HBO. Some of my like other favorite shows are on Showtime. I mean, one of my favorite shows of all time is Dexter, was on Showtime. And then like my, I don't know, I want to say my top 5 favorite shows now are on either Netflix, HBO, or Showtime.
Yeah, Netflix originals are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are fantastic.
So, I mean, I've been talking with my wife to see, like, can we get rid of cable service? She mostly watches, like, USA and just, like, reruns of, like, Law and Order or Criminal Intent, or there's some, like, other... Like, we have every episode of Modern Family on our DVR just because, like, that's what we watch at dinner time. Like, when we're eating dinner, we'll plop down in front of the TV, and that's what we'll watch. We'll just have it on. So the majority of that stuff is on Netflix or Hulu. So we could get rid of TV. It makes it a little more inconvenient, but like Apple TV and the Amazon Fire TV and stuff is making it a little bit better. Like with the dedicated device and your remote. But then the cost of your internet goes up. And then every time I want to play video games, or if I ever get back into streaming again, like my performance is affected by if my wife is watching TV, which I don't really want to deal with.
That's a good point.
So, yeah, but
I'm glad we solved TV.
well, we haven't though. I mean, and that's the thing. I think
We solved it.
I think TV's too expensive, and I think that they need to stop bundling all of this shit together and having me pay for channels that I don't care about.
Well, there's the sparkling unicorn of Apple apparently trying to, for years, many years, trying to get deals with content providers, with networks to do a proper Apple TV. You know, not the current iteration of Apple, like a TV and a streaming service and like a Netflix, Hulu competitor of some kind, but just have not been able to work out the terms of whatever deals for licensing the content to be able to resell it that I guess they want. But if anybody could get some pretty hardcore deals going on for the benefit of us, it might be Apple. So
Yeah.
maybe one
I think like it's kind of heading towards this direction. And I hope it does. It's where you can just eventually we'll be able to just like pick channels, a la
Yeah.
carte.
that'd be
and
wonderful.
Just pay for only the channels that we want.
Yeah,
And only the channels that we need. I think that would be great because
that'd be really great.
give the consumer all of the basically all the power.
Yeah, which just means it's never fucking gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're just going to make like, so right now Comcast owns NBC, and I believe NBC has its whole network of shows. We talked about this a little bit before in the last podcast. Like USA, I think, is owned by NBC, which is owned by Universal, which owns Comcast, or Comcast owns Universal, or whatever. So then if you sign up for, I understand other people have different cable services, but so if you sign up for Comcast here, they're clearly either going to give you all of the USA or the NBC Universal channels for free, or make them super cheap. So that's your option. Like, so you like automatically have them, and then they can sell ads to you on those channels, and make their money that way. so then say Fox, for example. Fox has, Fox, FX, FXX, Fox Sports, Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 2. They have all of these different channels. People are going to pay for Fox, because I don't know what shows are on Fox. Brooklyn Nine-Nine comes to mind as the one show on Fox. Oh, I guess The Simpsons and...
sometimes sports and stuff, right?
Yeah, a lot of sports.
Yeah, so everyone's going to pay to have Fox, to have their basic cable Fox. And they're going to say, well, you know what? You're going to pay $10 a month for Fox, but we're going to give you all these other Fox channels. Or you can just pay $9 a month for just Fox. And the majority of people are
they're going to make it
not make sense to not buy the entire network.
Right. Kind of what they're doing now with cable packages, where they'll just lump it the phone, part of it, and just because it's a better deal than trying to get internet and cable separately.
Yeah. I don't want a goddamn phone.
Yeah, there's been multiple times that Comcast reps have called me and said, "Oh, your plan could be cheaper if you add, phone service to it." And I'm like, I don't want phone service. They're like, "Oh, you don't need it. We'll just give you the modem, and then
That's super dumb.
don't plug in your phone." And I was like, "Well, I own my modem." They're like, "Oh, but we can give you a modem for free." But I don't want to use your modem. Whoa.
Whoa,
Yeah.
something just happened. What the hell was that?
Sorry,
That wasn't me.
might have been me.
Yeah, that was
It might have been me.
It's one of you.
It was me.
I haven't moved.
It was me.
Yeah, okay.
Tom is breaking stuff.
Yeah,
sorry.
so that's annoying. Not the noise that you made. That was also annoying, but yeah, I don't know. I wish something would change with the cable companies, and I don't think that it's going to.
No, not anytime soon. We can dream, though.
I mean, I would like them to stop watching every single thing I do on the internet, but that's not going to happen either. And that's
Definitely not happening.
I will never.
Big data.
They will never stop doing that.
yeah. I mean, I guess that's what VPNs are for.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Whatever those, not internet, deep web.
Yeah, and the onion stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tor.
Yeah. It's crazy that they just passed, or they're about to pass that law in the UK, allowing tons of government agencies to be able to request all of your internet traffic, where you go, what sites you visited. I forget what the name of the law is, but they've also I think it's the same part of that bill. They're outlawing different types of porn, non-traditional
that doesn't
types of
surprise
porn.
me. UK does some weird stuff.
Yeah. But it's going to pass, it appears. But, I mean, I understand that the government probably watches all of your internet traffic.
Oh, that you can say the government watches all kinds of porn.
Well, I mean, that's a whole different topic.
The
about
MPs do. Oh,
that
they
the
totally
majority of child pornography sites on the web are run by the U.S. government.
do. What? That sounds like a shitty conspiracy theory.
No, it's actually true.
No, that is a super
that's
stupid
like
conspiracy theory.
Pizzagate, dude.
No,
That is
is
Pizzagate
not
level
like
stuff.
Pizzagate. I don't want to use my mechanical keyboard to search for it to find the article, but it is true.
as honeypots?
Yeah.
Or to catch people?
Yeah, it's the same thing that they did with Silk Road. So remember, the FBI seized them, took that over, and then we're still hosting Silk Road to...
Right, but that's Silk Road. I mean, and that's a common thing, right? You
common thing.
Well, think about it from an in-person investigation, right? You catch the big guy and you say, "Hey, we'll give you," or you catch one of the middlemen. Say, "Hey, we'll give you some leniency in your sentencing if you wear a wire and help us catch some of the bigger fish."
Yeah.
Same type of thing. That seems totally on par to me with any federal investigation. But running a child pornography website,
Okay,
Jeff.
so
That seems crazy. Craig.
I'm gonna give you sources.
Bring it.
USA Today, Ars Technica, and Fortune all have the same story. So Fortune is the very first Google search. When you search for this, and it says the FBI has approval to run 23 child porn sites in Sting. So there was a sting to try and catch people running child pornography, and the FBI had approval to run 23 different child porn sites.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
I mean,
have to research this.
Do you not?
I'll go read the R's. Yeah, send me the R's link. I'll take a look at it and we'll talk about it next time.
Okay, but
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. It's kind of child pornography again
know,
for 2 out of 3 of our podcasts.
I get so
Jesus.
scared like looking at those links because like I'm just afraid like I'm gonna click on something and like SWAT teams are gonna like break into my house and be like, you clicked on a link that said child porn.
We knew it. We
on
knew
a,
it.
You're on a list.
Hands on the ground. Yeah.
But no, I mean,
It's like all those streamers that get arrested during their stream.
it's called being swatted.
Well, for
that
those
could've
of
been
us that don't know
Could be
the,
another slang.
the terminology, Tom. Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was recent. It was like at the end of November.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I'll put that link in the show notes as well.
it's like pretty fucked up.
That is super fucked up.
That's pretty crazy. So that's 23 sites. That's not the majority.
Well, I guess how many are there,
How many-
right? They're trying to
how
get
many-
shut down all the time.
How many child pornography sites do you think that there are?
I don't know. I mean,
I
there's
think like any
jillions of
porn,
websites,
it's
so.
yeah. I think like any porn site, there's what is it like 90% of the internet is porn.
But maybe there's a big concerted effort to really remove those, though. So maybe there's a lower number. I don't know.
I think that there is.
We went off on
I'm
a
just-
really weird tangent from HBO.
Yeah, yeah, we
Well,
did.
yeah, because we were talking about monitoring your network traffic.
That's a good point.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's worth paying for Netflix. I think it's worth paying for HBO. I think it's worth paying for Showtime. If they weren't so expensive, I would consider just signing up. Like if they're the mobile versions of them, like HBO Go, HBO Now, and then Showtime Go, I think is the service you can buy from them. I think just adding those two services is like $30 so.
It's not too bad.
I mean, but I still think I would add it to my cable plan because other than DirecTV, my parents have DirecTV, so I know like they don't give you a discount when you sign up.
Yeah.
You can do like bundle deals through Comcast or Time Warner or whatever your cable service is, and they'll usually give you a discount for cheaper than that. And then you have access to all the online stuff anyway.
Well, this all just means that you definitely need to go and start watching Westworld.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Yeah.
totally do that.
Yeah,
It's really good.
There's so many shows on my list, but Westworld is only 10 hours. I can bang that out in
Yeah, it's pretty quick as far as series go.
in a week.
He says on the second episode of the series. So
I mean, I finished the whole first season in like a weekend.
Yeah,
yeah, I need to.
I'll
sit and
finish
do
it
that.
at work Monday and Tuesday.
Sounds good.
All right.
Glad you're doing good
And you
work.
get paid for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, but
Excellent.
all right. Is that all you guys wanted to talk about on that HBO topic? Was
Yeah, I think
Westworld
we're
and,
good.
and
Yeah,
paying for
I think
expensive
so.
TV?
Mm-hmm.
I will recommend watching The 13th on Netflix. It is a documentary about, I guess, modern day slavery in the U.S., how our prison population is enormous because of the war on drugs. I won't go into too much. I'm not going to go into it any more than that, but it is a very good, or has been a very good documentary. It's about an hour and 40 minutes. I'm only halfway through, so unless the last like 40 minutes like turns into Teletubbies dancing around on the screen, I think it's going to be a pretty good show.
I might still watch it after that.
I watched an episode of
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
I watched an episode of White Rabbit this morning. White Rabbit is a Netflix show. Excuse me, with the creators, or not the creators, with Tori Belleci, Grant Imahara, and Carrie Byron from Mythbusters.
Yeah.
They are doing Mythbuster-y type shows, or myth.
Oh, cool.
What's the show called?
It's
again?
called White Rabbit. They
Is it on Netflix?
It is on Netflix.
Okay.
I think it was just released within the past couple of days.
I'll put up a links to all these in the show notes.
Maybe December 1st it started, but it was pretty good. It still has their like really cheesy bad acting.
Perfect.
But they were testing
it's the best.
like could you give yourself superpower heroes like by using some sort of equipment or like an exoskeleton or like a flying jetpack or
Nice.
something like that. So it was pretty good. It was nice to see them, doing a show again. I really enjoyed them in Mythbusters. I kind of wish that Mythbusters would be picked up by Netflix or Amazon's video streaming, Amazon On Demand.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I have yet to watch the remake of, oh God, what is it? The car show from the UK.
Top Gear.
Yeah, so they have a show on Amazon On Demand or whatever it's called, Amazon TV.
Yeah, that just came out, right?
Yep. There's the first episode is free. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh, cool.
But I
need to go watch it too.
That got good reviews too.
I have Prime Video, so I can go watch it.
Yeah, I think paying for streaming services is totally worth it. It sucks that it's so expensive. Where if you add them all together, you're essentially paying the same price you would pay for cable anyway. So why not just have cable? The Amazon On Demand is nice because it comes with your Amazon Prime membership, and I don't know anyone who doesn't use Amazon Prime at this point.
Yeah, I don't either. Everyone does.
Netflix is like one of those things where I feel like it's worth the $10 a month. Just don't get a coffee at Starbucks once a week, and you're going to save enough money to watch Netflix or to pay for Netflix.
Oh, there's so many good Netflix originals.
And we could have an entire show just on that.
Just on that, we should do that.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah, but
maybe next week.
Yeah. Next week, I think we're going to try and have a guest. There's been a lot of interest, at least in the Call of Duty clan, to do that. So we'll have to figure out how we're going to structure that. But someone
Lace it up.
But someone will hop
Spicy.
on here. Before I close out the show, do you guys have anything you want to say?
Nada.
No, I'm good. I've said everything I need.
Okay. Well, for Tom and Jake and myself, thanks for listening. If you listened to the entire podcast, hopefully we didn't bore you. We're trying to become more structured. It's probably going to take us a little while to get our stride. Fortunately, we have enough people in our Call of Duty group or our video game group or whatever you want to call us, to give us feedback and stuff. But if you happen to come across this and you are not part of the RedditTryhard group of people that play, you can go to reddit.com/r/RedditTryhard, and you can leave a comment there, or make a post and leave a comment. You can hit us up on Twitter. I believe we have a TRYbcast Twitter account now.
At TRYbcast.
And if you want to hit us up individually, I am at DMBuddy. Jake is at JakeBathman. And Tom, I don't remember what yours is, but
Ganoy1217.
We'll put all these in the show notes as well.
Yeah. It's in the description.
Down below.
Down below or above.
Yeah. I think we're also going to attempt to try maybe doing a live stream of this to see if anyone, like, it could be a little bit more interactive. But
that'd be cool.
For the time being, thanks for listening, and we will see you next week, hopefully with another or with a guest. So
bye-bye. Have a wonderful time.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.